Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. And last time we ended up liberating the city of Malano, and we recruited Prince Tristan. So let's head back to Zenobia, and let's bring Prince Tristan back to his nurse, Banya, who was the reason why he basically survived the massacre. She smuggled him out when guards came in disguised as Ash to, execute the old royal family. So let's see what she has to say. Plus, it'd be nice to let her know that, hey, we did end up finding the prince. So we'll also be doing some backtracking back to Sharon District. Remember, we got another Book of the Dead, so we'll trade that to Badista. Oh, my prince, you're still alive. I'm Banya. I used to be your nurse. You've done well, Banya. If it weren't for you, I would be dead now. You're much too kind to me, my lord. Please take this book of good, and please be careful. We got the book. Yeah, that basically shows about good deeds or whatever, so it's something you can sell off. But we'll just keep it for, we're not in any hurt for money, so. So now let's turn in that other book, the Book of the Dead, to Sharon, and we'll end up getting another undead ring, and we'll use that on a Tiamat to turn it into a zombie dragon. So we'll end up getting both a Tiamat. We'll get one Tiamat when we recruit Fogel. He's the last of the dragoons, the three High Knights, and then we'll also get we can get a Tiamat later as a neutral encounter at Fort Alamut. So that's where we'll get two Tiamats, and we'll transform one of them using that undead ray into a zombie dragon. So that's how we'll get those two classes into our army. So just gonna off screen here, rebuilding my army so that we're better prepared to go to Shangrila. And we were told that the Empire was using its magic to steer this island over to Zenobia. So it's funny, it says there the Cloud City, which is, I guess, might be a reference to Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, where there was Cloud City. That's where Lando Calrissian was, and, where Han Solo and Princess Leia, C-3PO, Chewie went when they had to get their hyperdrive fixed, when they were trying to outrun the bounty hunters. That's when Luke went to save his friends and fought Darth Vader for the first time. But I guess you can kind of see like maybe the parallels of Star Wars with this map right here. Like, think of the rebel base in Zenobia as like the rebel base in Yavin, and this is like the Death Star, like going toward it to destroy it. So we have to send a small group, to this floating battle station of the Empire, and defeat the Empire to prevent it from destroying the rebel base at Zenobia. So it's like A New Hope, the first Star Wars movie, but in medieval times. So, but we got a pretty a pretty centralized map. We're doing most of the fighting in the middle there. There will be some enemy units that'll some of their land units that'll be coming down the right. There's a little road there, but a lot of the enemy units are going to be coming straight down through the center there. So we actually put out an octopus unit to take advantage of some of the water, so in this area. In terms of enemy units that we'll be fighting in here, there's 26 total enemy units, not including the boss. And of them, 4 are high-flying, high-sky units, and 6 of them are low-sky. So there's 8 unique types of units. So there's 4 of some and 3 of mainly the others. So we got an evil sword. So I think just based on that name, you can tell that that is a black elemental sword. So let's see what the stats on that are. +8 strength and +3 intelligence. So slight boost to both strength and intelligence. So might be useful for a character that uses both of those stats, like a Dragon Master or an Evil One. if we're really hurting for weapons. We got a demon bracelet there. You can tell that that is obviously an evil item as well. So you want to give that to one of your good characters. Usually you want to give, you know, the opposite to a character. So, for instance, a good character is going to have, you know, high resistance to white magic, but low resistance to black magic. So that, see that demon there, like kind of like flips it around a little bit. So it'll end up giving plus 17 to the black magic resistance, but minus, I think it says 15 there for the for white magic. So it kind of balances out those two resistances. So takes away some of the high white magic to boost up the low black magic. So, but that one also gives us some strength bonus too. So normally we'll just give like evil armors to like our clerics and eventually our angels, and conversely we'll give like white magic armors, ones that boost white resistances but lower black, to our evil classes like mages and stuff that sit in the back row. Well, we got our first enemy units popping up here. Surprisingly, we got a flying unit coming down on the right side. See that big long road passageway there? That's where most of the enemy planes type units are going to be coming down. And there's quite a few planes units in here. There's actually 12 planes units and then 4 forest units. So most of those units, like I said, are going to be coming down that road because that's their most advantageous terrain. But this one doesn't have to worry about terrain, so I guess they just saw that we had so many characters or units over there bunching up on that side, so they decided to send some units that way. But we do have another enemy unit coming down. It's going to be one of the low sky units coming down the center where the water is. Now, I sent a unit out there, a high-flying unit, to grab some treasure and to pull out some enemy units to funnel them down toward my units. There is a hidden treasure, a hidden temple, I should say. We already got the hidden treasure up toward the center there, but we didn't really want to expose that hidden temple because that would give the enemies a place to retreat to while we're fighting them here. So, because the enemies can never uncover the hidden temples or hidden cities, but you know you can. So if you uncover it and you got another promote, and you don't sit a unit in there to liberate it and guard it, well then unfortunately the enemy's gonna take advantage of it. We'll promote little thing there, help his accuracy out a little bit, because that's I believe that's the cockatrice in that unit, and build up his accuracy so that his chance to petrify enemies is increased. Higher agility means better chance of hitting. See the rebels? Well then hurry up and finish the Empire. Well, we're trying, but things take time. Bringing their war to a place like this, I can't believe it. Well, you better believe it. But we'll do our best to drive them away. We've been doing pretty good on the ground, so... Like there's people at Malano who we rescued. They basically said, you know, like, hey, now that you've basically taken out 2 major cities, Zenobia and Malano, we a lot of other you've got given hope to other people, and you know, other rebellions are springing up. So like how after you know, if you had the old expanded universe stuff from Star Wars, it was after, you know, the first Death Star was blown up, then a lot of people were like, hey man, the Empire really can be defeated. And so you had other races and species and stuff like that start to take up arms against the Empire, including the Mon Calamari. The best known Mon Calamari, of course, is Admiral Akbar from Return of the Jedi. And the Mon Calamari are really important in the Rebels' victories, because they provide a lot of the starships, the Mon Calamari cruisers. In Return of the Jedi, when they have that big massive space battle to fight the second Death Star, you see all those really big ships that are going toe-to-toe with the Star Destroyers. They kind of look like roundish, like big long eggs maybe. Those are the Mon Calamari Star Cruisers, so they brought a lot of firepower and ships that the Rebellion needed. So there we see what, given those extra stats that Cockatrice helped do, it helped allow him to maybe potentially go first, because he had some increase in agility there from another level, and he was able to quickly petrify the leader. Remember, leaders tend to be a little bit stronger than their follower characters, so taking out the leader is probably one of the best sources of damage this unit does. So we took out 2 of his attacks as nightmare attacks. And both of those nightmare attacks can probably do a good number on either our samurai master there or our shaman in the back. So in terms of levels, most of the leaders in this area are level 18s, and the followers are basically 16 or 17. There will be some with some undead enemies, and some of those undead enemies, some are 17 and others are 19, so not as big of a level gap as some of the earlier undead, but still the undead will have a stronger, a higher level than the other regular enemies. So we have in the background there, in the gray clothes now, that's a monk. The monk is the upgraded shaman, and where the shaman had 3 single target heal attacks, the monk has 2 heal all I said attacks, more like, you know, heals. So it'll heal everybody in the unit. They'll do that twice, so it's a pretty good upgrade there. So take this unit off again. So let's see if we can petrify the leader again. Yep. Once again, so now we don't have to worry about him. And probably next time we can see if we can get the other demon in the background there, because he can cause some trouble. With the other characters, we're taking out the angels pretty effectively there, or the cherubim, because they're pink, so you can tell they're the cherubim, the updated. Oh, we stoned the other demon in the back, so. It thinks that our samurai master missed there. That'll allow that cherubim to get another hit in. Otherwise, yeah, he could have taken him out, and our beastmaster there, who's leading the unit, probably could have, well, would have ended the battle with some more hit points. So, as expected, this unit is retreating because we knocked out 60% of its strength. So let's see if we can keep finishing it off here. We have a little bit of the advantage because we are a high-flying unit and they are a low-sky unit. So, yeah, probably should have changed my tactics over to leader to take care of to stone the leader, but I forgot to do that at the beginning of the battle, and also to change it up in the middle of the battle. But we can keep it on strong. Helped, I guess, in a little bit, and then it helped us take less damage. So our characters were a little bit better off than they were at the start of that battle. And the units were kind of more evenly, their hit points more evenly dwindled. What a sneaky guy. He's sneaking over to that other city over there, and I don't think we're gonna reach him in time. Let's see. Did we reach him? No, we didn't reach him in time, so let's run away! So. But, this ninja unit up here, we know that one's gonna be, have the, phantoms in it, the undead. And we have a unit right here that has a shaman in it, so we know this one's good to go. Ooh, that stinks. Yeah, I want to, hopefully, one of the reasons why I wanted to use this unit for this fight was, because the enemies are higher level, it's more likely that the cockatrice will gain another level. And if we can gain him another level, he'll get more agility. And then next time if we have to fight another unit like this again, he'll be more likely to petrify that ninja master. Because if you petrify the ninja master, you know, you take out a good chunk of that unit's damage. Ninja master has that one hit all attack. So if they win this battle, that's probably why. The undead, they each got an attack in, but they didn't do too much damage because we ended up, taking them out with our shaman there. So she is level 17 there. In order to become the monk, to get that double heal all, she will need to be level 18. And with a charisma of 70 plus and an alignment between 70 and 100. But as we saw when I just pulled up the stats there's no problem with her reaching that, so this unit kind of reminds me of Norn a little bit. So it has that the two titans, but instead of the shaman healing, it has a mage dealing extra damage. So this is a pretty tough unit. The titans have the back row gale attack, 2 of them, and the mage there will attack with 1 hit all, so they have 5 hit all attacks. So yeah, not surprisingly that we lost that battle. Of course, taking out just one of those titans will help out a lot next time we fight that battle. It just thinks that we lost it because that just means that the ninja master here will, like the unit there with the demons leading it, is going to make it back to the town to recruit new enemies, but new phantoms. But I guess you know, if we look at it, you know, with a cup half full rather than a cup half empty point of view, that just means more undead for us to defeat. So that just means potentially more levels. More levels means more stats, and we don't worry about, you know, the cockatrice anymore because he's in his most advanced form. So it doesn't matter if he gets over leveled and starts losing alignment, because he hasn't had many more transformations. And beasts, of course, never have to ever worry about charisma because they can never be leaders. So you only have to worry about that one stat for them. And once they're in their final form, well, you don't have to worry about it at all. So that was a nice destructive battle there we had right there. Nice little rout. Duke is he's hurting. Let's just have him retreat. No use having him go after those 2 units. Too bad our princess unit there isn't fully healed up. Because now it's nighttime, and the lycanthropes have turned into their night form, and they're going to be much more effective. They'll have 3 and 4 attacks, respectively, for the Tigerman and werewolves. Because the princess gives them all an extra attack, so this is a pretty neat, like, built unit. It'd be better if it had, like, 1 more character in it, like maybe a ninja master in the background, but in the back row. But it's interesting to see, you know, the two top-tier evil units hanging out with 2 top-tier good units. It's like a good mix. So I guess that would be a good way to build a unit if you wanted to have a unit that could go out at both day and night. Now, it won't be super effective at either of them, because you only have, like, during the day, the Samurai Master will be good, the evil ones will be bad, and at night, the evil ones will be good, and the Samurai Masters will be a little worse, but you don't have to worry, they'll fight effectively, you know, as any time. So if they get stuck out fighting during the day, well, they can still hold their own, just not as good as a specialized unit. So and now Dome Major is finally getting in on some action here. Ooh, that was very painful. Yeah, you can see why Samurai Masters are so deadly in the back row. They basically took out more than half of our Masters' hit points. So obviously this unit's tactics are on leader, because they just are really beating up on that the Doll Master. 2 fireballs, the Inanuki attack. But, haha, you beat up on us, but we defeated you entirely. So, we win. And you're off the map. But we'll meet several more of those type of units later on. So, there's actually 2 more of them. So, there's 3 of those unit types in total. There's also 3 of these type of units. The 2 evil ones in the back row, 3 clerics in the front row. This unit is also attacking the leader. So he'll get hit with 4 fireball attacks, and we can only hope. Yep, that's good that we missed. That the cleric, the shaman heals more. She'll have 3 heals to their 4 attacks. Looks like she's healing a little bit more damage than they deal, so that's good. It's always good when you can end a battle with more hit points than you started with. And even better when you eliminate a unit entirely. So that clears up that area for a little bit. More enemies will, of course, be coming down that way, but in the meantime, we need to heal up. So just sneak off to this little city here. We're all agglomerating, and then we'll once things start healing up, then we'll have to send a few enemies over to the west there to start protecting, because we kind of when we defeated those enemies, they kind of pushed over further west than they normally would go, so now they're coming down that western road. So unfortunately, all that fighting up there opened up now like a 3-front war for Orpheus. So we got, but it shouldn't be too bad of a 3-front, because those other units up there may just stay on that city to heal. Uh-oh. And here we have, we saw that unit in the back there with some dragons. Those are Tiamats. Those are the next stage of the dragon. So yeah, we'll see just how tough they are. So, well, this unit is pretty good to fight them. So, that Evil Dead ring is the same thing that Prince Garz uses. So it's gonna hurt a lot. But like I said, this is a pretty decent unit to fight this unit with, because the Lycanthropes and the Raven Man in the front have pretty good resistances to dark magic, so they shouldn't take too much damage from that Evil Dead ring. But we can't afford to lose this. That's why I end up using that World card, just to negate the Evil Dead. So these guys should dealing quite a bit of damage there. They won't be able to finish this unit off, but yeah, they're hurting pretty bad. But of course, we're hurting pretty bad too. Our princesses, youch, really down, really low. So we're gonna play a little YOLO here. You only live once. And even though the princess is really, really low on hit points and could potentially be defeated if the Evil Dead ring comes through, Tiamats tend to have low agility, so I'm gonna gamble, and of course I gambled correctly, that my units will be able to go act before it and finish it off. So, because I knew that we were doing a lot of damage, especially the Were-Tiger has a white magic weapon, and of course being dark elemental, dark dragons, they have low resistance to white magic and attacks. We got another one of those Tiamat units coming down there from the side. So once again, there are 3 of them. So we're running into the second one of them soon here. A lot of evil one units. A lot of Dark Knights. Maybe they're being led by a Dark Knight. Spoiler! Yeah, we're gonna have a repeat boss here. So, kind of going. I won't spoil it, but I'll give enough things that you should probably be able to easily guess who the leader of this thing is going to be. But you know, I mentioned in the beginning of the episode about kind of Star Wars, and well, in Cloud City, Luke, when he came to rescue Han and Leia and Chewie, his friends, he ended up encountering a really big, scary guy in black armor who was proficient at both melee attacks and magic, you know, with the Force and stuff like that. So, I wonder if we run into anybody who's a big guy who wears dark armor and can use both physical attacks and magical attacks. That's all your hints. If you don't get it, well, you'll just have to wait and watch this for another episode. Wow, look at that damage that the Halloween did. He's an upgraded Pumpkinhead. So, well, this unit might not be the... Well, it's a pretty decent unit to fight this unit. The Pumpkinhead, the Halloween I should say, will deal good damage because, especially for the first few rounds, because it's always going to half the enemy's hit points. Right now we got lucky in the sense that for two things. One, it's daytime now, so that unit's going to fight much worse than if we fought it a few seconds ago when it was nighttime. And the other thing that worked out in our favor right there was we ended up fighting it over the water, which was the favored terrain of our unit there. So it looks like that wizard unit snuck down here. Another wizard unit snuck by. Ooh. But we'll take care of him. And we have our princess unit there just hanging out because she needs to heal really bad. Like I said, the princess was almost down to 22 hit points, was basically down to critical HP. If the enemy had the death card, they could have used it and wiped her out, but enemies cannot use tarot cards. But so she'll be healing up on the base, so just in case I do get boggled down on the other side of the fronts and the Empire does manage to sneak some units down that western road, the princess unit will be there to hold down the fort, literally. So, another nice thing here, fighting in the water. We have a big octopus fighting in the water in the sky. Wonder how we lifted him up there. Well, I guess probably just like magic. Maybe it's like those whatchamacallit, the chaos gates are like teleporters. Like you just step on it and it whoops you right up to the sky island. Like a big invisible elevator. So once again, in fantasy, if you don't understand anything, just say a wizard did it. It was magic. And as long as you haven't created a magical scenario where that could, be contradicted, well, you can get away with it. Of course, probably not good to always rely on that, because you want to give as many details as you can in your writing to strengthen it up. But sometimes you just can't. Just like Orpheus can't beat that unit on his own there. I didn't want Orpheus to fight at all, really. He's not really suited to fighting. He's just suited to being the tactical genius that he is and flying out and liberating cities and temples and showing the good face of the rebellion. I mean, what a better way to get people to your side than to be greeted by a really cute little rat like Orpheus. What a good little boy. What's not good is that cockatrice missing the Doll Master, so he's gonna get at least one hit all acid attack. Let's see if we can. We missed him with the second petrify. Ugh, that was a lot of damage. So yeah, we're gonna lose this battle just because we took so much damage from those two Doll Mage attacks. It doesn't help also the Raven Men are pretty strong and pretty agile, so they're doing a lot of damage, you know, here and there. So that's a good unit if you have a level card to use on. Turn them all to your side, so of course that unit gets a little easier as you defeat some of the Raven Men, but... Well, are things going to get any easier here for Orpheus? I don't know. Looks like there's a lot of units waiting for him, but we'll find out in our next episode. Take care, have a good day. Bye.